Seems your Queen of Blades figured out who's been paying us to snatch up all them artifacts. Moebius's head honcho, Dr. Narud, claims the Zerg are attacking his main research campus on Tirador. He can't evacuate his people until all their artifact research is safe.
Commander Rayner, thanks to stars you've come. You had a sterling reputation as a marshal many years ago, and I know you'll do your best to help us.
Yeah, well, that was all a long time ago, Doctor. Looks like you got one heck of a Zerg problem here. Where do you need us?
We're ready to evacuate, but none of the teams I sent to purge the Foundation data cores have reported back. I need you to destroy those cores before the Queen of Blades finds them and discovers the coordinates of the remaining artifacts. The fate of the entire sector could hang in the balance.
Class 12 psi pattern detected. Recommend extreme caution.
Kerrigan. All right then, Doc. Our timetable's shorter than we thought. We gotta move.
Hey guys, what's going on? This is Aries, and we are back here with StarCraft 2. I'm going to be finishing my guide, hoping to have it out completed by the end of the year. Don't want to drag this into my 2011 plans, so we are just going to blast through the missions. Well, I'm going to blast through them with commentaries. I'll be releasing them throughout the next few days, hopefully have them all out by New Year's, and I guess you could consider this my Christmas gift to you. I don't know. I do this stuff for free anyway, so it's all good. Here we're doing the Moebius factor. This mission is kind of fun. It's one of the better missions of the game, just in everything. There are going to be a lot of rogue hero units around the map that they'll join you if you get close enough to them. So the new thing that we get in this level is the medevac, and that's pretty much one of the more useful units that they give you. Some of them are less useful, but here we're just going to start the mission by loading up all the troops that we got, not even waiting for those medics, and we are going to meet up with these heroes that are down here, and they're going to help us take out the first data core. Pretty much the thing with this mission is you can't let Kerrigan get close enough to the data cores, otherwise she'll learn the other locations of the Xel'Naga artifacts. So we have to destroy them. So pretty much our only way that our base can get assaulted is from that main ramp right there. You can clear out the area, but that would pretty much not help too much because they still end up sending Nidus worms. So it's best to just kind of ignore it and just make sure you have your troops at home whenever possible. So once you clear out those things, or once you clear out the core, you can load up all your troops and send them back home, and we'll prepare for the next wave of troops that we're going to send to the next data core, which is, you can see it's up at the top left. As you could probably tell, I recorded this a while ago, so I don't exactly have a huge remembering of what goes on. So what we basically do is we mass Marines, and I throw in some nice Thors, because, you know, who doesn't like Thors? If you notice, I do have the fusion reactor. It's tech reactor, I guess. It's, well, I am getting a fusion reactor, but I did get the research for fusion reactor, so that's always fun. And I took it over the, I think it was orbital drop, which is a really, really useless ability if you have to ask me. I took it on my first run through, and it pretty much makes it so that when you drop units in, they don't follow their waypoint. They just drop it on the waypoint and then stop. So it's kind of useless unless you like babysitting every single reinforcement, which, you know, I don't. And I never ended up using that other one anyway. And it only applies to barracks units, and the tech reactor applies to everything. Starport, factory, all that stuff. So we're going to be getting, if you're wondering what the fusion reactor is for, it's for our Hercules, one of our most underused structures, and pretty much I only use it for this mission. That's kind of the reason I researched it, and it makes this mission incredibly easy. You can do it with medevacs, but medevacs are kind of weak. So like if you run over a spore crawler, that medevac could die. So you gotta watch out for that. And I do get one science vessel. I have no clue why. I wonder what I do with them. I guess I'll figure out. But I got a science vessel. Maybe to repair Thors. But I did get some vultures apparently. Oh yeah, I'm gonna use these to defend my ramp a little bit. That'll help keep away any zerglings, I suppose. But once my armory finishes, I'm going to be getting some Thors, because Thors are kind of imbalanced. I guess you could say. It's campaign, so you know, you're imbalanced against the computer AI. But we're just going to keep amassing force here. If you see in the top right, there is a little timer telling you how long it is till Kerrigan gets to the next core, but we can kind of ignore that because, you know, pretty easy to just, you know, kind of take your time, build your forces up, and you'll have no problem getting to the cores in time. But we're going to do some kind of funny strategies, which is why I'm kind of moseying around at this part, just kind of waiting. Of course, we need a large amount of Marines, so when they send in the Mutalisks, we have some sort of defense. And now we're building our first Hercules. I think we only get one up before we push out. But the Hercules is pretty awesome. It's kind of like a flying Nidusworm, if you want to put it like that. And it can carry like Thors and Marines and all sorts of stuff. Like a medevac can only carry one Thor, and the Hercules can carry probably like 5, and it's like still not full. So I like the Hercules. Pretty nice thing. If you didn't notice, I did have to build an armory, kind of like, you know, out of my way. But yeah, you can pretty much use whatever unit composition you feel like. This was my first time doing the mission, and I don't think I even lost once. So, you know, it's pretty freeform. You can kind of do whatever you feel like. So once our first Hercules comes out, we're just going to box everything and we'll get in the Hercules. Of course, we hopefully leave our bunker loaded. Oh yeah, and make a save, because, you know, you never know what could happen if you don't make a save. Come on, I can do it. Sometimes it lags. That's unfortunate. Yeah, and I'm triple tasking, I guess you could call it that. I got StarCraft 2 open. I'm about to do the final sequence at Char, and watching Katz's stream, because he's an awesome streamer. But I called down some more guys, and Hercules actually filled up pretty fast there, but he got all my Marines, all my Vultures, Goliaths, that sort of stuff. So we have a giant Thor. I think this is like a pre-patch Thor, maybe, where he's like super huge. So used to be pretty big Thors. So I think that I load up my Marauders, and I get the Thor in the dropship, and we are just going to go for a ride. And I think that, yeah, the medevac's filled up right now. So we're going to go on ahead and follow the Hercules, and he's going to bring us to the second data core. And this will be a pretty easy one to destroy. It's the final data core that's the real pain. So we're going to queue up some units, get all that going, so that when we're microing like crazy, or not microing, one of the two, we won't have too much of a problem. So I don't really know what I got the science vessel for. Kind of like a, yeah, I'll get a science vessel. So they're going to become allied with us, and we won't have room in the medevac. So kind of sucks for them. But here we're going to find some more very lovely, nice hero units. As you can see, the Hercules like drops troops like crazy. Medevac's not so much. They kind of like, you know, unload one at a time. And I think we even lose some of our medevacs. And apparently like Thor wanted to drop in like a really weird spot. There we go. Now we got a Thor. We got all these Marines rampaging about. Don't forget to get medics, because as you can see, our medevacs have not been doing super well. We do have that science vessel though, who is kindly healing any mechanical units. So don't forget your supply depots. Really, this mission is kind of a, you know, easy one. But once we clear out all of this stuff, the Zerg decided to like put hatcheries here. So that's cool. And then they like pop up a Nidusworm just to die. That's cool. And pretty much our science vessel is healing the one Thor. I don't know why I got a science vessel. That was kind of weird.
You can't really believe this.
Not as weird as getting vultures, though. But I guess he's being somewhat helpful. You gotta watch out for these Nidosworms, though. If you don't take them out in time, these banelings can ruin your day. So once we have this entire area cleared out and the core is destroyed, you're going to be given even more time if you didn't already need it. Or if you didn't need it, you got it anyway. But now just go ahead and save again. These people are going to be talking blah blah blah. Although I do have to say the Moebius dude looks pretty hilarious. What with his white hair and all. But now we're going to move on to the final data core. So, yeah, we're kind of moving over all that stuff. I think we lost our medevac, so, yeah, it's kind of saying, like, you know, why Hercules is an awesome dropship. But I think we lost... No, I don't think we lost our Thor. But here we got another awesome Hercules ready to go. But there are some dudes up there that we need to liberate. And apparently we need, like, a unit. Even though I could have sworn that we liberated another one by, you know, not having a unit on the ground. Here we're going to liberate these dudes. And from here we're just going to use the Hercules to get everyone off the building. And we're going to grab everybody else, and they're going to get in the medevacs. And then we're going to drop them down too. And then we're going to proceed on to the final data core. Unfortunately, this group was not large enough. That's why we are back at home, you know, making units. I hope I send this Hercules home. Maybe I don't. Maybe I just get it killed. Yeah, if you're smart though, just you know, send your Hercules back home, or maybe, you know, wait for another group. I think waiting for another group would have been a good idea. But here we're just proceeding on to the final data core. The best bet is to, with your first force, just kind of sit around here, weaken the forces. I think I get about half the health knocked out of the core. But once you start attacking, a ton of Zerg are going to start attacking you. But my best suggestion is just, you know, focus on the core, see, whoa, lots of Zerg. And there we go, about half health. And now it's time for wave 2. But we're going to need another Hercules. So I'm going to fast forward, and once we get our another Hercules, we're going to be going. Alright, so now that we have our final Hercules out, we're going to load everybody else up into the Hercules. And I think I just loaded a landed Viking. I think I just did that. Wow, Viking drop. Only here, guys, only here. Okay, so now that we got our 2 Hercules, we can pretty much just, like, you know, march through the Zerg forces, even though they're, like, deciding, like, right now is the time to go launch an attack, but, you know, that's cool. We're pretty much going to take the same route that we did to the first core, and apparently we had, like, a medevac, or a medic kind of was hanging around. And I think I was searching for, yeah, I was looking for some SCVs to heal up that one Thorn. If you can see back at my base, I'm kind of getting killed, but it's okay, because we're going to win with this attack anyway. I might have forgotten about, like, the Omegalisk, or not Omegalisk, the Brutalisk research, but I did redo this mission on, like, hard or something for an achievement, so I did end up getting it. Just don't forget, like, with this force, I could have, like, dropped it and killed it in 2 seconds. I just, you know, forgot about it. So it's really easy to do. As I said, Hercules kind of useless, but you know. But yeah, this force was pretty much like a giant death ball, and from here we can just kill the core, and it's pretty easy. So this mission wasn't too difficult. So I'll see you guys for the next mission.
Alright, Doctor. You want to tell me why the Queen of Blades wants these artifacts so damn bad?
She fears their power, just as she fears the Xel'Naga who created them. The Xel'Naga created both the Protoss and the Zerg, Commander. They were the gods of their time.